Hello everyone, welcome back to Katie's Budgeting Life. This is Katie. Today we are going to be doing, I guess, kind of like housekeeping things. It's going to be two things that we're going to do. The first thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking away like one or two envelopes and rearranging the money just for priority reasons. Sorry, my daughter's right next to me in the high chair. So just to kind of allocate our money to maybe higher priority things. And then the second thing we're going to be doing is I wanted to show you kind of how I was going to handle an emergency situation that happened a couple days ago involving our house and the fact that we didn't have enough money in our emergency fund. So I want to kind of take you along with me in how I was going to handle that and where I was going to get the money from and handle the emergency situation. Luckily, that didn't happen, so thank the Lord. But I still wanted to go through with you what I was going to do. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep watching. So the first thing I wanted to do is I got a couple, I guess, recommendations from some people that were watching, and I found that it was going to be a really good idea to take the money that is in our future home, yeah, and put it into towards our debt. And they actually made a very good point, the fact that we aren't going to be moving until we are out of debt. So this can wait. That's actually a very good idea, and it's going to help us get out of debt quicker. So what we'll do is there was $70 in there, so I'm just going to put in our expense tracker $215. We'll just put to debt -70, and that'll put us at 0. So we're at 0, we'll just leave that there, and then we will go to our snowball and add that to here. Sorry if you hear that, my daughter's running around. All right, so let's put this in here. And that's great, you know, it was it made a lot of sense, and it's definitely something. I talked to Phil about it, and he thought it was a very good idea as well. So we'll just put future home on the back burner. So we're gonna add 70. Let's put it in our tracker. 215. We'll put from future home 70, and let's count it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 460, 465, 470, 475, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. So we got 483 now in our snowball. So thank you for the people that recommended that. That will get us to where we need to go much quicker. So let's see, should I take that envelope out? You know, actually what I think I want to do is I am going to take future home out. And I think I'm going to move. So let's put future home to the side. And let's go and put, I want to put something else in the long term. Let's put new car over into our long term. So we'll just close this up and put the new car over here. And I think that makes a lot of sense. So thank you guys for giving me that recommendation. We'll see how it goes. And the next thing we're probably gonna do is, actually, let's go back into this binder. And we're gonna go into our savings. So someone else also recommended, since we didn't really know I'm sorry, my dog. Since we didn't really have a destination for this, I don't really see the point in us having the savings, so. Okay, so I didn't mean to freeze it like that, but we had a lot going on in the background. But Phil just got here, so he is going to take the baby and not the money. So thank you, Phil. You can take the baby now. There's Phil's wave. All right. So back to what we were saying. Now that I don't have the distraction of the baby, I apologize. So this savings envelope that we had, it really didn't have a purpose. And I think I said that a couple times because we already have our savings challenges. So we have 110 in our savings. So what I was thinking of doing was putting a certain amount into our savings challenges. So let's see if we can get some change. How much did we have in Snowball? Like I said, this wasn't really pre-planned. I'm just doing this with you guys. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we'll switch that out. Okay. So now why don't we put, because we have that 2022 challenge that we're close to finishing. So why don't we do 20, we'll take 22 into there, and then we'll do 50, because I remember we have 57 for the $3,000 challenge. So we'll do 55, 56, 57. And then we'll take 31 and put 31 into Snowball. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to just put 2, 15. We'll just put saving and Snowball minus 110. I mean, because the person that gave me that recommendation actually made a really good point. I said multiple times how I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the savings envelope, and I really wasn't sure why I had it. So thank you again for giving me that recommendation. So we're going to put 31 into Snowball. Oh, that was already open. And I know this is repetitive, but you kind of have to do that. I have to do that to be able to see the money and, you know, I guess get a little better idea of where I'm at. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 480, 490, 500, 505, 510, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so we're gonna have $514 now in our Snowball. So we'll put from savings envelope. That's 215 as well. So that's great. That's really, really great. And it's really not affecting much because the future home, we really didn't have a plan for a while, so that can wait. And the savings envelope, we already have a bunch of savings challenges. So now we will just put this to the side, and on our next savings challenge video, I will add this amount. So I'm just going to put this in an envelope, notate it, put it in my safe, and we will do that next time. So we'll take the savings out, and then in this envelope, we'll have Ava, Bryce, Mason, Daddy, medical, mortgage, wedding, emergency fund, 1 month expenses, new car, and retirement, which we did take the 100 out and put it towards a couple investments. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now what I want to do is talk to you guys about what I was going to do in an emergency situation. So just give me a second for that. All right, so long story short, 2 or 3 days ago, we had a issue where there was water exploding from the top of our water heater. I was not here. I was actually at a Boyz II Men concert, but my mom told Phil. Phil came home from work. We had to figure out what was going on. So basically, we looked at everything, and it came to be that there's a pretty good chance we were going to need a new water heater. So I looked at the price. I got an estimate, and it was going to be about $1,500. So what I did first, I was like, okay, do not freak out. Do not freak out. Do not freak out. Let's start and see what we have in our emergency fund. So when I went into our emergency fund, I looked and I was like, okay, we have $495. So I was like, okay, that's definitely not enough, but let's start there. So I did $1,500 and I subtracted $495. All right, so we needed $1,005 left. So I kept thinking, what was the next priority? Our high priority things are our new car. So I really didn't want to go into that. So then I was like, the new phone. The new phone is just because we're trying to pay it off extra. We're not behind, nothing like that. So I was like, let me see how much is in the new car. So, or I'm sorry, the new phone. So we went to new phone, and we have $226. So I was going to take $200 from that. Because like I said, it's just sitting here. It's just so we can pay something off quicker. But right now we have an emergency in the home, and that takes priority. So we take $200. Now we're down to $805. So I was like, okay, let me just go through my envelopes. So let's take this here. $805. So nails isn't really something that we wanted to go into. Haircuts, because that's all necessity stuff. You know, this, no. Health is more co-pays. I was like, fun. Okay, so can we take any money from fun? We have $70 in fun. So I was like, I'll take 50 from that. Okay, that wasn't right. So we had 805 minus 50. Okay, and we still have $20 in there. So keep going, all right? So I really didn't want to touch my savings challenges because, like I said, it's a priority. Car maintenance, we really don't want to put any money into or take any money out because that is pretty important. Bentley is pretty important. Gifts, we really didn't have enough. What is going on with this? I'm sorry. It was 805 minus 50. 755. Okay. So not really gifts, nothing for clothing. Date night, I was like, I think we have a little bit in there. Yeah, we had 75. So I was like, I'm going to take 50 from that. So that's really all we were doing. Why is it being like that? 755 minus 755 minus 50 minus, then this was 50. All right, so we have 655. Why is it? I'm sorry, I don't really know. Okay, there we go. Minus 50, and then date night. We were going to do 50 from there. Okay, so now we're down to 655. So then we keep going. Home goods, we don't really use home goods, so I was like, there's 58, so we'll take 50 from there. So all we're doing is just trying to take a little bit of money from every area to see how we can, you know, how we can pay for this without going into any kind of savings challenges or credit cards or anything like that. So then we went to the next envelope or the next binder. Holidays really didn't have anything. HOA we can't touch. Luminaires we really didn't have much in there. Yeah, it's like 30. So Christmas I didn't really want to touch. Vacation was the next one we were going to go into. There's $317 in there. So I was like, let's take $250. So $250. Now we're down to $355. And so we're still leaving a little bit in everyone. Birthdays I didn't want to touch. Backdoor repair, I wanted to put something into it because, again, that's for when we sell the house. We had 78. So 55 from there. So now we're down to 300. New phone, we had already done that. Snowball, of course, we're not going to touch that. Camera strap, we were going to take everything out of. So that was 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 25. 125. So we have $175 left. And then we were going to take away everything from our passports as well, which was 65. So that's 110. And then this was before we made the decision to take away the savings, that savings envelope, because the savings envelope had $110 in it. So then we were going to subtract 110 and we were going to be at 0. So Bentley, he just walks back and forth, back and forth. I can't. Anyway, so basically now we didn't have to touch anything in our savings challenge envelope or binder, and we didn't have to put anything from our new car envelope. And that was the goal, to try to just, like, we didn't freak out. We were like, okay, how are we going to handle this? And we did. We were able to that was our plan. And then all of a sudden, Phil's sister's friend came over and he was able to figure out that it was just a connector issue. And it ended up costing like $30 in parts, and then we gave him $50. So we took $80 from the emergency fund and everything was finished. So thank the Lord there was no issues. You know, thank the Lord that everything was okay and we were actually able to handle it that cheap. But that's what we would have done in that situation. Just put the amount down, see what you have, and just start subtracting here and there and seeing what you can take out to not affect you in a great deal. Trying to keep your priorities still number one. So I know this was kind of a weird video, but I still wanted you to see how I was going to handle that emergency situation. And I hope you guys can put that into your, lives as well. And just if something comes up and you don't have enough money in the envelope, just go through your other envelopes and see what you can do to where you don't deplete it completely, but you still are able to pay the priority thing and not have to go into a credit card. So I hope you guys stuck with me. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I still wanted you to kind of see what I was doing with my envelopes and what I was going to have to do with all the money. So thank you guys again. My next video will be a budget with me video and then my cash stuffing for our paycheck. So thank you guys again, and until the next video, bye-bye.